Hello there. Good morning, everybody. Good day to every one of you who are watching me, who will be watching me today. Welcome to our live broadcast. It has been a wonderful week, and this is the week. This is the week that we were celebrating the death of our Lord, the resurrection of our Lord Jesus Christ, and yeah, it was a blessing to us. Last week we had a wonderful time together talking about self versus other. Today we shall be continuing on the series, having the right mindset before marriage. All right. Hi, Rajesh. It's good to see you. Thank you for coming on the platform. Thank you for joining us today on the live broadcast. Joel Stanley, thank you for joining us. Geoffrey, also thank you for joining us. Philip, thank you for joining us. Thank you for watching. Yes, actually, this is a live broadcast, but also we have an opportunity to make comments, ask questions, contribute to the discussion, and I know that it will benefit us all. We are focusing on men. Actually, I have been speaking to men for the past 2 weeks now, or 3 weeks, and I know that it is worth the while because we the men are supposed to take our place in society. So we have to turn things around. Hi, Bob. Thank you for joining us. Nasozi Alex, thank you for joining us. Joshua Pandey, thank you for joining us. Hello, Beati, thank you for joining us. We are glad to see you here on the platform. It's been a while. We are glad to see you here again. Yes. Okay. Let us begin because of time. Time is life. Time is life. We cannot waste precious time. Time is the biggest and the greatest gift that God has given to every one of us, and we have to learn how to maximize time. Our broadcast has been 30 minutes. Actually, has been that has been the set time. I know that we overshoot our time, but we have decided to make it better. We are running into 45 minutes or an hour, depending on how we see things. Yeah, great. Thanks, Beati. She says, nice to have put a smile on your face. Yes, seeing you again puts a smile on our face. Esther and I are glad to see you here. Okay, Angela, thank you for joining us. Okay, please let us share as much as we can. Let us invite our friends. Let us all come together, because today's topic is still based on the series having the right mindset before marriage. A fortnight ago, we looked at the first key to having a right mindset before marriage, and the first key then was that I am going to marry because I am prepared for marriage. That session we had together, we're talking about what preparation was, right? We talked about what people think preparation is, and then we also looked at how and what it means, to really prepare for marriage. But today, last week, while we were celebrating, we talked about self versus others. We understood that we should never focus on self when we are thinking about marriage, because marriage is an opportunity, a place, an institution where two people come together. They unite forces, resources, strengths together, and they use it to impact others. In summary, okay, today we are going to be looking at another key to having the right mindset before marriage. Another key. The second key here is I am going to marry because I want to lay down my life for my spouse. Okay. That is the second key. Now, it sounds so simple, but for some people who have, an attitude of thinking, if you look at that statement itself, the question that will come into your mind is, what does it mean to lay down my life? And why should I lay down my life? Okay, that is what some people will think about. Okay, and that is a critical question that many people will have in their minds. Anyways, before we go into why we must lay down our lives and what it means to lay down our lives, I have a question to ask you. All the men that are on this platform, please, I want to see your contributions. I will be asking you questions and I will pause a while. I want you to write on the comment section what you think and what you feel, okay? And this is the question I want to ask you. Are we ready? If we are ready, please, I want you to write on the comment section that I am ready. I will pause for a minute to see if you are with me here on the platform. Beate is saying it doesn't sound simple at all. It's the biggest sacrifice one can give. That's right. Especially to your spouse. Thank you, Beate. Osahan, thank you for joining us. Osahan has been a consistent brother here on the platform, and we appreciate your contributions, your presence, and we know that your presence and your contribution has been also a blessing to so many other people. Okay, please, if you are ready, please write in the comment section, I am ready. I want to ask you a question. I have about 30 more seconds to go. I need to know if we are following. Okay, Esther is saying I am ready. Okay, very good. Where are the men? Men, I want to see you guys. I want to see you guys. June says I am ready. Very good. Thank you, June, for coming. It's a pleasure to see you here today. Why is it that the ladies are always at the forefront? Men, let us show up now. Let's show up. Aha, Beate is asking us, where are the men? Esther is saying, man, this is your question. No. Thank you, Anima Shaun, for coming to the platform. Anima Shaun Ladimeji, thank you for joining us today. Anima Shaun, if you are here with us, I am about to ask all the men here on the platform your question. So if you are hearing me right now, if you are ready to answer my question, please write, I am ready. I have just 10 seconds to go. Aha! Yes! Thank you, sir. Thank you for thank you that you do not disgrace all the men here. Thank you for showing up. Thank you, Asaho. At least one more man now. One more man, and I'll go on. I'll ask a question. If you know that you are a man, not a male, a man, say, I am ready. Hi, Francis. Thank you for joining us. It's good to see you here on the platform. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, this is the question. Why do you want to marry? That it is as simple as that. Why do you want to marry? I want you to write your comments on the comment section as fast as you can. If you are preparing for marriage, or you are thinking, or you desire marriage, why do you want to marry? I will wait for another 2 minutes to see your comments so that I can proceed. Yes, Esther has helped us to write the question down. Why do you want to marry? We are waiting. Hi, Nelson. Thank you for joining us here on the platform. It's a pleasure having you here. You're trying to answer the question. Aha! Nelson has answered. Nelson said, I want to show commitment. Thank you, sir. I want to show commitment. Beate says, because I need to fulfill my love purpose. Alone, I am not fulfilled in my life. Okay. All right. Interesting. Interesting. Let's see what other people are saying. I'll count 1 to 10 and then I will continue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. Now, you see, this question, okay, Beate is saying, great, commitment. You can also show in a company, Nelson. All right. Well, that's a challenge to Nelson. Beate to Nelson. Okay. Well, now, the question sounds so simple. But if you are somebody who is thinking about marriage and somebody asks you, why do you want to marry? I am sure it is not a question that you are quickly able to answer. I am not surprised that so many people could not answer immediately. And why is that? It is because many people don't understand what marriage is all about. Many people don't understand what is the reason for marriage. All right? Many people are so concerned about fulfilling their desires, trying to meet their needs, trying to follow their passions, trying to gratify their lust. I'm sorry to say that, but it is just the truth. And there is nothing wrong in we desiring to marry. But the real thing here is, do you have the right mindset about marriage? Okay? Now, today I'll be speaking directly to the men, but the ladies also can benefit a lot from this. It can benefit a lot in the sense that, at least from a man's perspective, you can hear how some men think. Okay? In general. And I'll try to streamline it to Africa as well. Okay? Now, most of the answers, even if we give an answer, most of the answers that we give is usually self-centered. Remember last week we talked about self versus others. Why do you want to marry? The answer that you will give usually will be self-centered. Okay? Now, when you ask men in general, if a man wants to genuinely answer this question, one of the answers that they may give is this. Because, okay, if you say, okay, this lady that you want to marry, as in this particular lady that you have seen, that you said you want to marry, why do you want to marry her? One of the answers that he may give is this. Because this woman is the woman of my dreams. Because this woman is the woman of my dreams. Now, what does that mean? Every man has a picture, an image of who or how they want their wives to look. The kind of character, the kind of personality, the kind of attributes they want in a woman. And the moment they see somebody like that, they will not hesitate than to propose to such a lady. All right? That is just a natural way of thinking, of men's thinking. Another answer that men would genuinely give is because this woman is just beautiful, gorgeous. In other words, they are saying that the basis of them marrying the lady is because they are attracted to the lady. The lady appeals to their senses. Okay? Another reason could be that I have been looking for a woman for a long time. But this particular one that I have found, she is well mannered. She is cultured. She has etiquette. She knows good and right etiquette in different areas. She knows how to behave. She knows how to treat her man well. She knows how to take care of me. In other words, all the reason why they want to marry this lady is because of home training. It's because of culture. Character is a good thing to look out for in a woman, but is that a reason why you want to marry her? Another reason could be that, well, this lady is just loving. She is understanding. She is caring. She can give. She can give even her eyes to someone. So, in other words, they are telling you indirectly that the reason why they want to marry the lady is because of her strength in being able to give to others. But is that the basis of them marrying? Beatty says you can only marry the right person as if one has the right mindset, but the other has not. This will cause trouble. Yes, that is why we are actually doing this live podcast, to help so many people, so that when they eventually get married, both parties, the male and the female, or the man and the woman, will understand why they are marrying. And then they will go into marriage purposefully. There will definitely be troubles, in marriages, but at least it will be based on understanding. Okay? Now, the last point I want to make, which is a general thing, maybe not general, maybe it is more particular to countries that respect their parents, or that put their parents in the forefront and allows their parents to be involved in their decision making. Africa is an example. Africa is an example. African men would like to take a wife home, a woman home, a woman that they know that their parent, especially the mother, will accept. Meaning that usually they will tell you, this lady, she is take home to mama. What does that mean? It means that there are some ladies that will never will not have a pass mark in front of their mothers. And while very few will gain the favor of their mother. But that is not the basis of marriage, because are you saying that you want to marry based on the assessment that your parents give alone? Is that the only basis why you want to marry? So these are the things that we are talking about. Okay? But let us see the kind of understanding that we must have. You know, I want to give an example of the ideal man. Everybody knows the first man that lived. I mean, those people who read the Bible or who know the stories of the Bible. We know that the first man that ever lived was Adam. Right? Good. Now, in the same Bible, we are told that there is a second Adam. You know, the first Adam sinned and he lost his grace and his glory. All right? But Christ Jesus came and he represented the real image, the real man that we are supposed to be. Christ Jesus is an image of the ideal man. Okay? And the Bible tells us that Jesus Christ, he said his love towards us made him to lay down his life for his friends. Okay? That is where we brought out the topic from. I want to marry because I want to lay down my life for my spouse. Okay? Now, why did he do this? Because we were far from God. Believe you me, from wherever you are, whatever religion you practice, whatever theory of life that you have, every human being is from one source. And that source is God. I know that some theories, like Darwin's theory, says that man evolved over time from apes to amphibians to reptiles to mammals and then to Homo sapiens. Okay? But you and I know that you were not once a bird. You were not once a lizard. You were not once a monkey. Far from that. Yes, there may be some similarities in some ways, but practically speaking, we are not just, flesh and blood. We are more than that. The reason why we are different from other animals is because we are spirit and God is spirit. Okay? So, what are we talking about? Christ died for us. Christ laid down his life for us so that we can be connected back to our source. If you don't have a source, you don't have a future. If you don't have a source, you cannot be sustained. Think about this. People give you flour, a bunch or a bucket of flour. You smell it, it is smelling nice. But wait for a few days. The flour, as beautiful as it is, as nice smelling as it is, it will begin to wither. Why? It has been removed from its source. Now, every man that is not connected to God you are removed from your source. The real, what you may be living physically, but you will not be enjoying your real existence. You will not be enjoying life as it should be. Okay. Now, this kind of sacrifice that Jesus Christ, the epitome, the representation of the real man, the kind of sacrifice that he did for us, is something that is outstanding. All right? Now, but let's talk about practicality now. As we know, we are not talking about you dying physically for your wife, because if you die physically for your wife, so what will the relationship be now? All right, it is figurative. All right, it is figurative. But let's look at it carefully. How many of us can love someone so deeply that we are ready to give our lives for their sustenance or livelihood? How many? How many? How many of us are ready to give up all that we have in order to protect and to preserve the person we say we love? How many? In fact, some people, when they get married, they are expecting that, okay, the Bible says that, well, either find a wife, find it a good thing, and obtains favor from the Lord, right? Many people are waiting for that favor, and when they don't see that favor in time, they'll be questioning if they married rightly. Or if the lady is a witch, or if the lady has bad luck. All right? But when it comes to real love protects, preserves. All right? So there are many stories about people who propose to a lady, especially men, who propose to a lady, and in a short while, in journey towards their marriage, maybe the lady fell sick, had a disease, a terminal death kind of thing. Many men pack their bags and run away. What does it mean to lay down our lives for our spouse? It means, regardless of the situation that may come, you are ready to face it. You are ready to bear it. You are ready to surrender yourself, surrender your ego, just to make sure that this person is protected, preserved, supported, loved. Okay? So many of us men don't understand what real love is. How many of us as men can give parts of our bodies to save our spouses? our spouse or our wives the lady that we want to marry has a kidney problem, for example. And you as the man, you have a compatible kidney with this lady. But you cannot surrender your kidney for this woman. And you say you love her. I don't think you are ready for marriage. I don't think you are ready, you understand what marriage is all about. Anyway, how many of us can go all the way to any length to ensure that this woman that we want to marry is comforted, feels comfortable? When we say I lay down my life for a woman, what does it really mean as a man? Number one, I'll give 5 points today. Please, everybody, I mentioned this earlier that we want to spend some more time because we don't want to rush this message. We have to, this live broadcast, we have to really, talk about certain things which are very, very important. Now, I'll mention 5 points that can answer that question, as in what it means as a man to lay down your life for the person you want to marry. Okay? Now, number one, as a man, to lay down your life for the person you want to marry means you surrender your ego to protect and support this woman. It sounds so simple, but I'll tell you. Now, women have their special times when they are vulnerable, when they feel insecure, when they have uncertainties, when they are confused, when they are fearful. Now, as a man, when you are around them at this time, what do you do at those times? Do you come to protect them, or do you take advantage of their vulnerability? Do you use that opportunity to manipulate them? Do you use that opportunity to, to rule over them? In fact, when a woman is in need and runs to you as a man, she runs to you for you to cover her, for you to help or protect or support her. But when we see women coming to meet us as men, what do we usually think? This lady is looking for a man to sleep with her. That is how some men think. A lady comes to meet you in the house. In our minds, we conclude, why should this girl come to look for me in my house? She's looking for something, and I'll give her that thing. It's a wrong mentality. It is a wrong concept. We are not supposed to be thinking that way. In fact, when a lady comes and shows weaknesses, as a man, we are not supposed to take that weakness or to take advantage of her. Rather, we are supposed to protect her. Don't ever overpower a lady as a man. As a man, don't ever abuse the fact that a lady comes to meet you for help, for comfort, for protection. You know, in subsequent times, I will describe to us the nature of women and our role as men. But for today, I want us to understand something, that a real man will not overpower or misuse or take advantage of a lady. Please, men, let us never think that way. You will be surprised that some men who are even Christians, they think this way. And it is not good. It is a shame to us men. It is a shame. A man is supposed to preserve a lady, not to misuse her, not to, okay, if you are a real man, it is characteristic for a man to hunt. When I say hunt, to look for a woman. Alright? We are the ones who go to propose to ladies. Okay? Now, a real man will not hunt rabbits. If you really want to show that you are a man, you will not go and hunt rabbits. Rabbits are weak. Rabbits can't run fast. Rabbits can, even without shooting them, can die quickly because they are weak. But a real man will hunt lions, bears, ferocious animals. That is who a real man is. In fact, in the old days, when you want to show your prowess as a man, you have to show your strength either by wrestling or by going into the wild to kill a ferocious animal like a lion and to bring that animal to the city center. That is the idea of we being a man. So when you see a lady come with weaknesses, it is better that you preserve her, that you protect her. So when you surrender your ego means your selfishness. When you surrender your ego or you let it go just to protect and support the woman, you are laying down your life for a woman. Number 2 point. This is the second point. What does it mean to lay down your life for your spouse? It means that you are ready to be her savior. You are ready to be her savior. A woman can be very strong mentally, emotionally, and even physically. But in some areas, especially those areas where she has not developed herself, she may feel insecure. It may not necessarily be financial or emotional. It may be matters of the intellect. It may be some issues that she cannot understand. Maybe she can't understand her thoughts or her feelings. Maybe she has some problems and she cannot think through. She's looking for somebody to talk to, and it can be anybody. It can be her friend, it can be her advisor, her teacher, her pastor, her leader at work or somewhere else. But when you as the man who is getting ready to marry her, when you are there for her, when you are there to, to bear her out or to bail her out of a situation, then it means you are laying down your life for her. And that is a beautiful thing to such a woman. Number three. What does it mean to lay down your life for your wife or the person you want to marry? It means you are physically, emotionally, and intellectually there for her. We as men, we love to conquer. We love to go out there, strive, do business, study, or whatever it is that we are doing, and achieve something. We like to be achievers. Okay? But as men, while we are conquering our empires, let us never forget that there's an empire that we need to also protect, which is the woman. A woman is an empire. A woman is an empire. Why did I say a woman is an empire? In a woman, as a man, if you have a real woman with you, things that you want to achieve, you will achieve them quickly. She has wealth of knowledge, wealth of ideas, wealth of experience. She has wealth of influence. A woman thinks also strategically, thinks farther than men do in most cases. So when you protect her, when you are there for her, it means that you show yourself available. You are in the here and now with her, emotionally, spiritually, and intellectually. A woman wants to see that in you as the person who wants to marry her. You must understand her emotions and be able to cope with it. You must be somebody who is able to pray with her or to help her to guide her through some spiritual things. Intellectually also, you must be sound as a man. This is why it is very important. Every man who intends to marry must be ready to give enough of his time to her wife, to his wife. When you plan your schedules, make sure that every day you will be talking to your wife. And when you're talking to your wife, it's not that you are just saying yes, and, so that's happening, but you are there, you are contributing to what she is saying. You are looking at things together. That is what it means to lay down your life for a woman. The fourth point is this. Point number 4. What does it mean to lay down your life for your spouse? So Esther is helping us here. Thank you, my queen. She's saying laying down for your wife means you are there for her physically, emotionally, intellectually, and spiritually. Thank you. It seems that there's some things going on here between Beate and Chioma or something. Chioma says to Beate, thanks Beate, I love you for saying the truth. Singles should learn to be settled and happy as singles. Marriage is big earthly distraction. All right. All right. Chioma is saying the truth here, actually. Marriage is a big lot. I believe that the reason why God is giving us an opportunity to talk about it or to share about it is because what we're trying to do is to prepare your mind, if at all we want to get married, to prepare your mind for what to encounter. All right. So we hope that we will be able to do something so that you don't get distracted. Marriage can actually distract your life if you're not careful. This is why we need to have the right mindset before marriage. Point number 4. As a man, what does it mean to lay down your life for your spouse? It means you are ready to be her leader. It means you are ready to be her leader. One thing a woman needs is someone to take responsibility. Look, women cleave to their fathers because their father takes care of them. They take responsibility for this woman. So now, if you want to say, leave your father and come and marry me, you are saying that you will take the responsibility that the father has been taking. That's what you are saying. So, a woman needs someone to take responsibility for her. A woman needs someone to shoulder her burdens. Not that she cannot carry her burdens, but she needs someone to help her to carry her burdens. A woman needs someone to show the way, but not just show the way alone, but to take the lead when it's time to go. So don't just tell a woman, don't just say, tell a woman, okay, if you want to do this thing, this is how to do it. No. Take the lead. Start it. Do something about it, then she will follow. That's how a woman wants her man or the person who she wants to marry to be like. A woman wants someone to think for her. Not that she cannot think. Women think 24/7. At least I have a wife. My wife thinks. She thinks farther than me. And sometimes I say, what do you do? Forget this. What are you thinking about? But meanwhile, they are just blessed because they are naturally thinkers. They think. A woman wants someone to think for her. A woman is built to think. But she doesn't want to think alone. She wants someone to think for her. A woman wants someone who can plan and execute. Can you plan and carry out what you have planned? A woman wants someone who has enough resources that she can lean on. What are you doing to ensure this happens? A woman needs someone who is willing to be her servant. Can you serve your wife to be? A woman needs someone who can lend an ear and who will not be tired of listening. All these characteristics are characteristics of a leader. When you lay down your life for her, you are taking up the position of leadership. Do you fall into this category? If you do, then you're sacrificing for her. But if you don't, it means you are not yet ready for marriage. I think June is saying, I want to believe it becomes a distraction. At least maybe marriage, when you enter into it with a wrong mindset or expectation. That's right. Please, men and ladies, please, this is why we are doing this podcast. We are doing this series. We want us to have the right mindset. Because when we have the right mindset, we will not be distracted. We will not be distracted. The last point I want to give before I give our action point today is, what does it mean to lay down your life as a man for your wife or your spouse to be? It means you are ready to love your wife or your wife to be despite her weaknesses, despite her frailties, and despite her excesses. It means you're ready to love her despite her weaknesses, despite her frailties, and despite her excesses. Now, the Bible gives us a description of what love is all about. In 1 Corinthians 13, 4-8, it says, love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects. It always trusts. It always hopes. It always perseveres. That is what love is all about. Now, why did I bring this scripture? Women are easily misunderstood by men. In fact, many men describe women as chameleons. Some call them witches. I'm sorry to say, but it is the truth. Some call them snakes because they can manipulate. And all sorts of weird descriptions, all because of women's unprecedented attributes or attitudes, and especially things like their mood swings. Now, in our subsequent broadcast, I will make sure that I talk about the nature of women. Now, as men, we can really understand why women behave in a particular way. All right? So, but as a man, we must be ready to love the woman that we want to marry, regardless of what she brings up. Right now, you will not know or see her true color. What you'll be seeing is the romantic side. But the romantic side is just 1% of who she is. Alright? When you get really to know her in marriage, you will discover so many things. Alright? Now, that beauty that you are seeing will turn to ugliness when she comes up with so many attitudes or characters. But you see, it will not matter if you love her. It will not matter if you love her. In fact, this is where your love for her will be tested. This is where your patience will have to prove that you love her. That is what it means to lay down your life for your spouse. Thank you so much for listening to us. We have come to the end of this live broadcast. Esther is saying laying down your life as a man for your wife means you are committed to being servant leader. That is true to the point. June is saying laying down your life means loving unconditionally, seeking to improve the other party for the better. June, you are correct. Esther is repeating. She says laying down your life means you are ready to love her unconditionally despite her excesses, weaknesses, etc. I also included frailties as well. Okay? Alright. Guys, if you have benefited from this, I was expecting your comments, questions, and everything that you wanted to I expect from you, but I have not seen them. Osahon, if you have questions or you'd like to contribute, please contribute. All the men in the house, Bafor, thank you for joining us. Bafor says thank you so much, very helpful and practical. Thank you too for listening. Thank you for coming to the platform. It's been a while. We miss you. Thank you. Choma says, love always conquers. Yes, Choma, you are right. So guys, we have come to a close of the live broadcast. Please let this be a blessing to so many other people. Please share to your friends. Let them join us every Saturday, 7 a.m. UK time. It will be a wonderful time next week. My beautiful wife is around. We are very busy. That's why she's not available today. But I'm sure that you must have been seeing her comments. She's around here. We love you all. We hope the best for you, and we are praying that every one of us will have the right mindset. If whether we are married or we are not, we are expecting to be married. Okay, because when we have the right mindset, things will be better. Chioma says a woman easily submits in an atmosphere of love. Wonderful. That well put. So men, please take Chioma's word. Though. She's, as a woman, she's telling you the truth. She's saying that when you love, that the woman easily submits. The action point is begin to think as a real man should. Be sacrificial. That is the action point. As a man, begin to think as a real man should. Be sacrificial. All right? Till next week, we hope the best for you. God bless you. We love you. See you and enjoy a wonderful weekend. Thanks, Bafo. Thanks, June. Thanks, Chioma. Thanks to my lovely wife, Esther, who has given me the opportunity to share with you all. Thank you, everybody who has joined us here on this platform. God bless you. Bye for now.